Good morning, everyone. This is Royce. Welcome back at you with yet another Let's Try. I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. No, I didn't actually. I hurt myself Thursday night now. Or no, Wednesday night now. It's Friday morning. Um, so part of my job at covering the night audit, despite being a shift manager, is mopping the bathroom if I have the chance and if it's dirty. And I decided to throw them a bone and do it, even though I wasn't really feeling up to it. I set the mop down to, I get in there, set the mop down to take a pee before I start mopping, and slip on a puddle next to the urinal. I hope to God it was water. I don't think it was. I hope to God it was. And overextended my left knee. I worry that I tore a ligament, but I don't think I did because people assure me that if I had actually torn a ligament in my knee, I would feel it. Like, it would be a lot worse. It still hurts like an MFer, but, you know. So as such, I wanted to treat myself because I deserve something for suffering. So, we're going to try some IHOP stuff. Because retail therapy, baby. Okay, so what do we have here? Okay, they give you the assemblage. So what is it that we're trying today? Well, here, I should probably tell you. We're going to the Green Hill Zone. Or, what else? I'm not a Sonic fan, guys. I can't do, the only time I ever played Sonic was, I used to play, I think Sonic 2 on the Genesis at my childhood dentist. Like, the pediatric dentist we went to when I was a kid had this giant bird cage full of canaries and a little arcade room with a Genesis that you could play Sonic 2 on. But yeah, we're going to be trying the Shadow the Hedgehog chocolate chip pancakes. I chose that over the Sonic one and the Eggman one because the Sonic one is just blueberry pancakes, and I've had blueberry pancakes. I haven't had IHOP's chocolate pancakes. And then we're also going to try their new smoked sausage. That is just a hot dog. Ugh. Now, of course, the first bite I take of it, I get some. I think we'll be ignoring that. And then this is something really special. Maple syrup Pepsi. Their new Pepsi item. And it's not just that, it's a maple Pepsi float. So yeah, a lot of sweets today. But, you know, I'm hurting, okay? And I know my critics are going to be like, oh, Royce, you're always finding an excuse. Like, but let's see how it tastes. We'll try to get at the bottom so we get only the Pepsi first. Only the new maple syrup Pepsi first. Ooh. Very chemically. Let's try to mix this ice cream in and get some of the float then. The ice cream does help actually, but it does taste a little synthetic. Oh good, thank you. I was wondering why she specified that she gave me a spoon, because, you know, most places give you silverware, but now I realize that the lady who gave it to me specified that she Specified that because their silverware packs don't come with spoons normally, so she had to give me a spoon extra. Floats are good. Like we don't talk about floats enough. Even with this disgusting corn syrup laden maple flavored Pepsi. That's what it tastes like. It tastes like waffle crisp. Man, that was one of my favorite cereals as a kid. The fact that it's so sweet and gross now, I worry I may be getting too old. I was watching Team 4-Star play, I was watching Team 4-Star try all the Oreo flavors they could get their hands on, and one of them, Nick, is his name, lamented that he remembered getting an Oreo cake when he was a kid, and it was too sweet for him, because he got it every year for his birthday, and then one year it was just too sweet. Let's try to set a little bit of that. And let's try to construct our Shadow the Hedgehog chocolate pancakes. They smell kind of savory, weirdly. Maybe it's because they're griddled on the same, Okay, so how are we going to do this? Okay, let's look at all our things here. Ketchup, I might need that if I want to finish those awful sausages. Let's see. Pancake syrup, I don't think we'll be needing that for constructing our Shadow the Hedgehog cakes. That's the whipped cream. There's the chocolate sauce, there's the chocolate. Chips. More ketchup, more pancake syrup. More butter. Okay. I don't know if you're supposed to butter it, but I'm going to butter it because you always butter your cakes. Which sounds weirdly euphemistic. Is that a word, euphemistic? If it's not, it should be. Technically you can make anything into you make any word into a verb or an adjective or an adverb, what have you. Like, what was the whole point of that? Lolly, 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 get your adjectives. Talking about how you could easily make your own adjectives just by applying L and Y to an adjective. Or get lolly, 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 get your adverbs here. Sorry. Like the evolution of language. Language is constantly changing and evolving, but some things stay the same. We talk about vibes and stuff, but we're just applying adjectives to them. Vibes are just the adjectives that come to mind about something when you look at it. That's all it is. It's not like a weird spiritual thing. Like when something's giving you bad vibes, that's because you think it is bad. Or like we I don't know. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna get off my stump. Oh Lord, now I'm reminded of when I was a kid, there was a lot of fear-mongering about teachers teaching ebonics in the classroom. And for those of you with some semblance of sanity, who don't have such weird phrases, lobbed at you when you're a child. Ebonics is a term for slang developed by African Americans. Like home dog. Or something like that, I'm not black, so I'm not gonna try to talk like one. Like someone who is African American. That would be racist. Oh Lord, remember, God, what is his name? Jeff Dunham had that really, really racist puppet. I think it was Sweet Daddy D. Looked a lot like Kanye West for some reason. Which, okay, granted, Kanye West is a figure to be made fun of, but not because he's black, but because he's a piece of shit who is completely insane. I worry that he's the victim of an overbearing parent. Which, there is some sympathy there, but not much. My mom was overbearing in that she believed that her kids couldn't possibly have any kind of illness or any kind of like psychological maladies because they were her kids. But, that's all water under the bridge now. Funny because I think anyway. Oh, Lord, this looks gross. I don't like chocolate syrup. I always thought it was too acidic. Like, it doesn't taste like chocolate. It tastes like, I don't know, some kind of, like, sweet goop. That's a little better than Hershey syrup, but it still tastes pretty foul. I tell you what's really good is fudge. The kind like you get at the ice cream store. Hot fudge topping. And then chocolate chips. And finally, just this dinky dollop of whipped cream. At least it's real whip. At least it looks like real whipped cream and not Cool Whip. Ah. Yeah, it's real whipped cream. Almost tastes handmade. Where'd I put that? Where's the fork? I said some weird stuff on this episode. Let's calm things down and dig into these Shadow the Hedgehog themed pancakes. I've always had a weird view of Sonic the Hedgehog because, like, I was an Xbox 360 kid. I grew up with Master Chief and Marcus Phoenix, the hero of Kavach, the Vault Dweller. Or no, the Lone Wanderer, beg your pardon. I don't have that connection to Sonic as some people do. First try. It's not bad. It's a little chalky. Like, the chocolate sauce is chalky. It'll probably get better as we get further in. Okay, that's not 100% true. I think I've said before, like early last year or something, that I actually did used to watch Sonic, or The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, which was on, and I would watch it on Toon Disney. Yeah. And it was a lot more of a madcap show. Sonic would say non sequiturs, and He was voiced by Urkel from Family Matters. And he would fight Robotnik, who had two robotic henchmen who were a tank and a rooster that spoke in very annoying voices. But honestly, it was a lot of fun when I was a kid. And ever since, I've had that awful image of Eggman's titanic ass wobbling back and forth at a piano stool. It burned into my memory. Absolutely wretched. The modern films look fine. Again, I'm not a Sonic fan. Robotnik, from what I've seen, what's his name? God, what is his name? Jim Carrey does an excellent job as Robotnik. Where are my manners? And now you have, Idris Elba and Keanu Reeves in the game, or in the movies. And yet they keep Tails' actor the same as the video games. You know, I never saw the point of having a bunch of crap on chocolate chip pancakes. Let me tell you how I had chocolate chip pancakes as a kid. My mom would make them for my brother's no rules campouts. Would make a butt ton of them, and then we'd all eat chocolate pancakes all for days afterward too, because she made so many. And you just have them warmed up with butter. That's it. You have a little bit of savory from the salted butter. You have sweet from the chocolate chips. They intermingle with the pancake. It is perfect. Usually Mom would do crusties. Crusties? So I don't know how to pronounce it. The one that you get at Sam's Club in the giant bag. It also makes a pretty darn good chicken breading on the rare occasion. My mom made chicken a couple weeks ago, or months ago now. I was still living at the old apartment. And I was pissed off at my cousin, so I was not pissed off, but I was hungry, so I stole some of the chicken strips that my grandma had made for him, that my mom had made for him, because he's a special little boy. He can't eat grown up food like chicken on the bone or pork tiki masala. He needs chicken strips. But so my mom made him chicken strips. No, because she used most of it for the chicken tiki masala, and then she made my cousin some chicken strips on the side. But so I was hungry, so I stole some of his chicken strips, and I texted my mom, "These are very good. Did you use pancake batter?" And she's like, "How did you know?" And I said, I was like, I got a good tongue. If I know the flavor, I can taste for it very easily. I need to add white pepper to my rotation of spices that I have here at my house, because I always like when I have white pepper on food out when I'm at a fast food chain. Anytime you have pepper on something at fast food, it's usually white pepper, like the chicken fries at McDonald's, or chicken fry at Burger King, or McDonald's old premium chicken select. I do wonder what the difference is between white and black pepper. I mean, other than color, obviously. I wouldn't be surprised if white pepper was just pepper and salt together. This tastes so much better than this. This meal does come sponsored by one of the donors, by the way. Someone sent me $20 and I'm like, and listen, save your money, guys. I'll be okay. Man, there was this. I remember, like, about over a decade ago now, there was this weird, like, intersection of three very weird subsects of people. People who really like Thomas the Tank Engine, people who really like Sonic the Hedgehog, and people who really like My Little Pony. Of the three of them, I don't know. They all get weird. They all get too weird the further you go in. I think the Thomas one is probably the weirdest, if I'm being honest. Like, no hate. Oh, stop going. Okay. No hate to Thomas fans. It's just, I don't know. Like what you like. Cringe is dead. Anyone who uses cringe unironically is stupid. And if you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, good. Don't be like me. Don't spend all your time online. Enjoy the world that God gave us. Man. I'll give the smoked sausages one more try, but I am not liking the taste. Or, I'm not liking the texture, I should say. The taste is just salty. It tastes like Spam. Yeah, that's literally just a pan-fried hot dog. What the heck? When I hear smoked sausage, I expect something better than that. Y'all have a good one. This is Royce Miller. I'm outie.